What is up, builders? It is Socks, and today I have an amazing base for you guys. Allow me to introduce to you the Mini Widow. Now this base might look similar to some of you, and that is for good reason. I have taken my most popular base, the Widow, and shrunk the base down for smaller groups to enjoy. But don't you worry, because the Mini Widow is packed full of features that will help your group dominate the white. Let's get right into some of my favorite features that this base offers. Now let's first start with the shell. A good shell wraps around the entirety of the core, allowing good mobility and ease of seal in the event that the base gets raided. The shell is also a perfect place to store tons of drop boxes and extra deployables. And the shell on the Mini Widow is built to perfection. We have 2 chain link protected turrets that guard 4 bedrooms and the 2 entrances into the core of the base. The next feature the Mini Widow offers is a mini open core. This small loot room provides 24 boxes that are protected by 2 turrets. Now if this wasn't enough, we have 2 bunkers built into the open core that provide an additional 8 boxes and 2 batteries. The last feature I wanted to highlight was the shooting floor. The Mini Widow offers many different style peaks that provide insane angles in both the compound and the roof itself. The shooting floor even has 2 bedrooms for quick respawns in the event of a raid defense. While there are many features that I haven't covered yet, you will see them all throughout the base walkthrough. With that being said, let's get right into the walkthrough. Moving on into the gatehouses, we've got Patrico peaks that look both on the left side and right side of these furnaces. We've got chain link fences that block off access to the entirety of the compound, while you do have turrets covering the furnace wall on both left and right side. You've got Patrico peaks looking out into this compound. We do have a funnel wall here. The funnel wall has got beds that provide you good peeks into the funnel, as well as good peeks that look out into the compound, as well as look back peeks that give you a good visual of anyone laddering on the base. Moving on into the actual shell, we've got bedrooms, really nice bedrooms that give you good peeks into the compound. You've got boxes above, you've got plenty of depot boxes, you've got turrets that are behind chain link here, and this is how you have access to the entirety of your core ring. Moving on into the actual starter, we've got furnaces, we've got our TC. Main TC is only 5,229. You've got plenty of space in here. You've got room for more furnaces, electrical furnaces, whatever your group may need. Moving on up to the second story, we've got a very small mini open core that's got turret coverage on both sides, as well as 2 bunkers on each side, storing a battery and some extra box space. Moving on up to above, this takes you right into the ring that connects our bedrooms to the main part of the shooting floor. So we've got bedrooms that give you good peeks into compound here. You've got a Patrico looking at the right side here. You also have a heli peak that gives you good visuals. So this connects the bedroom section of this base to the main part of the shooting floor. We've got turrets that cover this entire section. We've also got peaks that look up on top of the shooting floor. Moving on in here, we've got extra boxes. And then moving on up, we've got ankle biter peaks that look into the main part of your shooting floor. We've got ramp peaks that give you look-back peeks on the main part of the shooting floor. You've also got really good bed respawns that give you quick angles into the core as well. And you have grenade chutes that will allow you to funnel grenades right into the compound where raiders will be breaking in. Moving through, we've got ankle biter peaks that look onto the main part of the shooting floor. We've got quick little depot boxes as well. And bringing you out to the main part of the shooting floor. We've got ramp peaks that give you pretty steep angles into the compound. You've got crouch peaks here. You've got great turret coverage. And that is the base walkthrough for the Mini Widow. Thank you guys so much, and let's get right into the build. For the Mini Widow, Upkeep is split between 5 tool cupboards, 1 main TC and 4 external TCs. Each external will cost around 5,800 metal fragments to upkeep per day, and main TC will cost around 56 metal fragments to upkeep per day. This brings the total to 28,800 metal fragments per day to upkeep the Mini Widow. Now, let's get right into the video. 3 square foundations, and then 3 triangles off both sides, just like that. Once you have that, we're going to make our way to this middle triangle and place 2, actually let's do 3 single doors and then 1 double door. I'm going to repeat that on the other side, and then once you have that, you can go ahead and place 2 more triangles just like that, and then seal everything else in as such. So once you have this, we'll be able to place a TC in one of these sections right here, and you could either do a window or a door frame, it doesn't matter. I will usually, on TC side, I'll leave this open for a tier 3, and then on this side, I will add a shelf there in the middle, just like that. Once you have that, you're good to seal everything up. And that is your starter. Go ahead and seal this up with a double door. This will be our entrance into our open core later, but that is the starter. Alright, so once you have starter done, we're going to go ahead and work on these multi-TC sections right away. So first things first, make our way to this section right here. We're going to place a triangle and then go out 8 squares. Make sure that you get rid of this as we don't want that foundation there. So 8 squares. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cap that off with a triangle, and we are going to half moon back. Just like this, and when you get to this last section, place a square. And these triangles right here. And get rid of that square. So this is what you should be finished with. Like I said, I do have symmetry on, so once you see me do one side, you'll have to repeat on the other. You want to go ahead and get rid of this build out. And then right away, let's go ahead and add our shelving for that jump up. So once you have that, let's go ahead and work on our funnel wall. So we're going to build 5 squares out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cap that off with a triangle, and we're going to half moon back. Once you get to this section right here, you want to keep this triangle square and 2 triangles off that. You can delete these 2 and delete these right here. And then this is going to be our gatehouse, just like that. And then place 1 more triangle, and then build out just like I just did there. 2 squares and 3 triangles. This will be our disconnectable TC, and we will connect this at a later time, but for right now we just want to get our TCs down so we're not getting TC griefed. So like I said, that is that section right here. This is what you should be looking like so far. Alright, so once you have your first 2 sides down, we're going to go ahead and make our way to this side of the base, and we're going to build out 4 squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Cap that off with a triangle, and then we will build back with half moons until we get to this triangle right here. Once we get that, we will build out 3 more squares. 1, 2, 3. Cap that off with a triangle, and we will half moon back just like we did before. Once you get to this foundation, you want to go ahead and raise that up. And these other ones we will keep lowered. You can get rid of your build out here, and we're going to go ahead and finish our shell by placing triangle, square, get rid of that, and repeat on the other side. Triangle, square, and there you go. So that completes our shell. Let's go ahead and add our other set of gatehouses. So build out 3 squares, 1, 2, 3. triangles off either side. Get rid of your build out. And these triangles right here, 2 squares and 3 more triangles. This is going to be your gatehouse or your external TC. So there you go. And once you have that, you are good to start connecting everything. All right, so once all externals are placed, let's go ahead and start connecting these so nothing decays on us. So let's make our way to the funnel wall section right here, and we will place 2 half walls right here, 2 frames, and a single door right here. You can get rid of this or keep it. In this tutorial, I'm going to just remove it. Either way, it's going to be connected to this, so it shouldn't decay at all. And then here is going to be our airlock. Place just like that. And then we will connect this together just like this. And there you go. The other side here, let's go ahead and raise this up just a tad by placing 2 half walls and windows around just like that. Place your frames right here. This is going to be honeycomb. And then on either side of this honeycomb, right here, we will go ahead and add frames. Cap that off and then add these sections right here and throw a wall to seal that off. So this is what you should be looking like so far. And now we can go to the gatehouse, add a double or a single door frame and add 2 frames just like that. And repeat as we've done on the other side by adding your airlock. And getting stability to connect this, just like that. All right, so everything is connected except for this section right here on the roof, and I will show you how to do that here soon. All right, now we want to connect this funnel wall to the main part of the shell. To do that, we're going to place a single door frame here and 2 walls on either side. Here we can go ahead and add frames here in the middle, just like that. And go ahead and throw a ceiling on all of that right there. Make sure that when you're placing this, you're not placing on this side. If you do that, you will ruin the bunker. Moving on out to the funnel wall, we're going to place 2 walls just like that. This is going to be single doors, just like that, and this will be a double door. Here, we want to make sure that we have our half shelving here. Before we place those windows, we'll repeat that on the other side. Here, we're going to go ahead and add our shelf right here, and then a double door frame, and then 2 windows, and I like to place that triangle frame there just to create that patrica. Here, you can go ahead and add a low wall and add 2 half walls just like that. So here, we will add a half wall, and then we will place 3 frames just like that. So make sure that you do this exactly how I have here, because if you don't, you will ruin this and it will be extremely tough to connect this to the base. So once you have these 3 frames placed, we're going to go ahead and add our first set of roofs here. Now, once you have these roofs placed, we're going to go back on the base and add these frames right here, connecting this to the half wall. Once you have that, we can go ahead and add this square frame. And then once you have those 3 frames placed, we can go ahead and add our second set of roofs. So once you have this, that means this funnel wall is connected to this, this part of the shell and will not decay on you. So make sure that you have this part right before moving on to the next part. All right, so once this is connected, we're going to go ahead and finish off the shell by adding these frames right here, 2 walls, and then a window. Then with that window, you can create a patrico, and we will repeat on the other side. Just a quick tip here, make sure that you have your frames rotated in a way that you have this conditional, because if you don't, and let's try it on the other side here. Because if you don't, it will look like this and you will have a gap in your base. So you want to rotate these frames right here just so you have that conditional so raiders cannot see inside your shell and know how to raid your base. So here on top of our bedrooms, we can add a triangle frame right here. We will go up with half walls. This is a really good spot to place boxes here before you seal this completely off. I know it's not great box placement, but give me a break. We're going to repeat the same on the other side here. And then seal that off with a half wall. And then there you go. So at this point, everything is sealed up and we're ready to work on open core and the bunkers. So to start with the bunkers, we're going to go ahead and add these 3 walls right here. A hard side facing wall here, and then another wall facing here. So this is your bunker right here. Go ahead and add your half walls, your ceilings. And here is another section where we could rotate the frame and create a conditional where someone cannot look in and see that it is a bunker. Once you have that bunker made, go ahead and place a ceiling on that. And now let's work on the rest of our open core. So our open core is pretty simple, not a whole lot going on. Place these 2 walls. Go ahead and add your shelving right here. Just like that. And then we will do 2 hard side facing half walls right there, and then seal that up like that. So moving on to the actual loot rooms, we will add 2 triangle shelvings here on the side, and then create this little build out right here to get this section right here. So you'll be able to fit plenty of boxes in here. We're going to repeat the side over here, and then on top of here, we're going to add half walls. So you should have that to begin with. Here, let's go ahead and seal this up right here. So this is going to be our jump up from up here. You want to add a triangle ceiling off this, and then we're going to need to keep the bunker open for this part, and I like to place this frame from inside the bunker because if you place it like this, it makes the bunker not functional. So make sure that this bunker's open and place it just like that. You know you do it correctly if you place the ceiling and this bunker does not close on you. So once you have that, we can go ahead and add 2 half walls just like this, and then a triangle frame. Once we have that, we can go ahead and seal the rest of this up just like that. It won't let you place a half wall there. Not the biggest deal. And then there you have that. Once you have that, go ahead and seal everything else up. And we are ready to start adding honeycomb here on the base. I just do that by filling these in just like that. So once you get to this, quickly add a wall and a half wall just like that. You can go ahead and add another section right here and just seal that up. So all of this is honeycomb. This is getting sealed up. That's the main part of your open core, so we want that protected. So once you have that, we're ready to start working on the functionality of the shooting floor, bringing that up and making sure that we have all the right peaks. All right, so once you're ready to start working on your shooting floor, we're going to first start with the funnel wall. I'm going to start with this double door frame, followed by that triangle frame, just like that. And then we will do 2 windows like here, half wall, and then a window. Seal that off with a ceiling. We're going to do 2 low walls, a double door frame, and then a ceiling to cover that off. So that is one side finished just like that. Let's go ahead and work on the bedrooms now. We're going to do 3 windows on either side, 2 doors, just like that. Seal that up and add the ramps on top. Once we have the ramps, we're going to go ahead and add our frames. These are going to be our breach peaks. So once you have these, go ahead and place a low wall. seal that up, and then half wall, window, window. So repeat on the other side, half wall, window, window, window. You can go ahead and add these right here. I would upgrade a shipping container right away, just so you don't run into any issues. So once you have that, we can go ahead and increase this just like that. And I like to place 2 walls right here, and 2 more walls right here. Not here, sorry. Yeah, there we go. And then two more doors right here, and then seal that up with a door, or a wall, sorry. And then once you have that, you're able to seal that up just like that. And now you are ready for the next step. All right, so now let's go ahead and work on this section right here. So this is going to be our jump up. We're going to place 3 windows just like that, and place a half wall with a ceiling on top of that, and then a backwards facing window just like that. So this is going to be our jump up. And then once we have that, we can go ahead and make our way down here and add these 2 door frames. This one is a little tricky because of that roof, but I can assure you that you place it. Okay, so here we're going to add a window just like that, and then 3 windows on top of it just like that, and you can go ahead and upgrade that. So this is what you should be looking like so far, and we're going to repeat this on the other side. So add these frames right here. If you have issues, come to this back corner and place it just like that. And then again, a window down here on this side right here. And then 3 windows just like that. And once you have that, you can go ahead and place a double door just like that. Make sure everything's rotated the right way. Here you can go ahead and add. And then here I would highly recommend just to add another frame right here, just so you don't run into any issues there later. Now moving on to this other side here, we're going to add our frames just like that. Here in the middle, we're going to do 3 half walls just like that, and then windows on top of that. Here, we're going to seal this up with half walls. Make sure that these are facing out. Once you have that, you can go ahead and add a raised ramp just like that. So once you have that, you are ready to finish the last section of the base, to finish out the actual structure. Then we'll finish working on the gatehouses and compound to complete the tutorial. All right, to quickly finish this floor, we're going to make our way to our jump up and go ahead and add 2 single door frames like this. And these are just going to be extra loot rooms that we have. So once you have that, that's quick and easy to add. And then here, go ahead and add your frames just like that. And you can seal that up just like that. And then on top here, we're going to add 2 more single doors, and then walls just like that, or windows just like that. Here we're going to add half walls, and then add your ramp here. You can place your boxes. Once you have your boxes placed, you can go ahead and seal that up. So your boxes are going to be here, creating a ankle biter peak just like that. And then on either side of that, go ahead and add a single door. Here you could add a half wall, and then you can seal that up just like that. Go ahead and add that. Here you could add your frames, your double door frames. If you aren't able to place them, that's not the biggest deal. They don't give that much stability. And then once you have that, you can place a low wall, and then a ceiling on top. So there you go. There's the functionality of your base. Pretty easy. If you want, you can go ahead and add these as double door frames or single door frames. I'm gonna leave them as single. So that is that. Moving on back out to your funnel wall, I would recommend now to place these frames or these roofs. That acts as your little guide to the section of the funnel wall. So that is the mini widow. Now we're going to go ahead and work on the gatehouses. All right, head on over to the gatehouses. We're going to add 2 windows just like that. Put a ceiling on that. We're going to add half walls and go ahead and seal that up as well. Moving down here to these sections, add half walls, seal that up just like that. And then I like to add a low wall here, just so you don't have any raiders utilizing that spot against you or hiding from you in that peak. We're going to rinse and repeat on this other gatehouse to exactly as I've just shown you. Alright, so there's our gatehouses. Don't forget to place these frames right here. This is where your chain link's going to go, and turret's going to go right here in the middle. And then once you have that, everything placed, go ahead and place these furnaces. Make sure that you're not too far back, but make sure that you have a little bit of a gap in between the furnace and this, but not too big, so this gap is actually perfect. And then you want to rinse and repeat on the other side. And then once you have that, you should be able to split the difference just like that. Creates a pretty tight compound, but you do have a functional furnace wall with it. So again, we're going to rinse and repeat as we've done on the other side. Make sure that you have a little bit of a gap, but nothing that you could walk through. Just like that. That will work. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. So that is good for that. And then once you have that gap, you should be able to make it through. So there you go. There's your tight compound. And now I would recommend to place the walls. The walls are pretty easy, pretty straightforward. Would highly recommend you to place the furnaces before the walls, but if not, you can see how I'm placing them now, and then do the furnaces later. So that is one side done. The other side is exactly the same. All right, there you go. That is the tutorial for the Mini Widow. I hope you guys liked it. Thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. Please drop a like, comment, and subscribe if you like my content. I'm Sox, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.